Alright guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra half anniversary video. So today we're going to be looking at the new hero of the season, and that is of course Super Saiyan God Vegeta. So this is a pretty important release to me, because the best tank in the game, or the former best tank in the game, Super Saiyan Bardock, did get nerfed today. And I believe this guy is probably just the best tank in the game now. I mean, he's basically just Bardock Light. It's like a more balanced version of Bardock, if that makes sense. And I think that's good. I think that's really good. So yeah, pretty decent matches in this video. I had a lot of fun using him. I think he is probably just like one of the most fun tanks in the game. So yeah, that being said, enjoy the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, so the first match here. So this was supposed to be the second match of the video, but out of the two, this is just the best one. This really showed off the just like the great synergy that God Goku and God Vegeta had together, and it's just all around a great match. So I'm just gonna put this as the first one. So yeah. So God Vegeta, how do I begin? Well, like I said in the intro, I think he's really fun. I think he's just the best tank in the game. You'll see he has a lot of crowd control. I mean, two of his abilities, basically three, considering his ultimate, just completely are made to like sustain and to control crowds, basically. And I think that's good, because it's not like annoying abilities, like Bardock's, for example. Like his skill 2 with the Wrath and stuff. So yeah, I think that's actually a good thing though. Another thing I want to say about him is he has a lot of good survivability. Like, he has really good survivability within his gauge. And I think that's a really good thing, because, like, I don't know, for a character whose whole thing is basically staying in team fights, just controlling an area, that is very good to have the survivability that he does. And it really reminds me of Super Saiyan Vegeta in terms of his survivability, and I think that's really good. So yeah, that's where I think he excels, in particular in survivability, because you'll notice I don't really die at all in this video, or in any of these matches, and like, that's really impressive for a tank. So yeah, another thing I want to say is I really like his ultimate. I think his ultimate is probably one of the best tank ults in the game, maybe, because it's God Goku's ult, but it's better. And I say that because his ult does what God Goku should have done, and that is teleport him at the position of where he used, or where the beam, like, the beam, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the beam ends up at, I guess. God Goku just doesn't do that, but Vegeta's does, and I think that's huge for what this character does, because he also staggers at the end of the ultimate. And again, that's really good for securing and for team fights, because you just do that, you stagger, you do a bunch of damage, and then you just have your team finish off the enemies that were staggered. You know, I think that's a really strong ultimate because of that fact. But yeah, so like I said, God Goku and Vegeta, they have a lot of synergies together, and you will notice that throughout the video. So yeah. So I don't go for boss here, just because Zeno's on our tower, and Vegeta does like literal puny damage against bosses. But you'll see the survivability in this fight here. So you can see I'm 2v1ing here. I get my gauge up, I get 2 easy up, resets all my cooldowns, and all of my cooldowns are recharged. So as you can see, my health is continuously up. I get my gauge again. He ults me and I just regain all that HP back. and then I just ult this Vegeta. Vegeta does survive my ultimate, which was unfortunate because I do end up dying here. But you can see that sustain there. I don't know why that Vegeta didn't go top. I don't know. But if he planned on doing so, he couldn't because he was preoccupied with me. And I think for a tank, that is huge. That crowd control, like, capability and potential is huge. So that's really good. We do get boss though. I don't think like anyone even went for that anyway, so it's whatever. So yeah, okay, let's talk about his skills. So in terms of skills, I think his skill 2 is the best. Definitely the best. It's the main thing you're gonna be using. That and his skill 1. Now I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what his skill 1 does. It has different wording you've never seen before, I think. It is attack steal. I don't know what attack steal is. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what that is. I thought it was like it stole the opponent's attacks, like you'd get to use it. Kind of like Rogue in Marvel Rivals, but it doesn't do that. I don't know what it does, I have to be honest. But yeah, it's still good. It's a dash, of course. Then his skill 3. I think his skill 3 is really strong, honestly. Just being able to have that immobile ability that has, I think, the same tracking as Gotenks Ghost is really strong. Really, really strong ability. Especially for escaping or just again for team fights. Because you just use that on an enemy and your DPS can just like ult for free and finish off whatever enemy got stunned by that. So I try to go for max burst there, but I don't realize Zen's better lead. So I just ult there, and we just decimate their team. Like these guys just get destroyed, and this is where I think God Goku, like the synergy between the two, really shines. Because you can see I just kept stunning them and keeping them together. And God Goku was just able to like decimate their HP. So we win that team fight there. We get boss because of it. So we're up a ton. We're up by a tower and a half. We have both bosses up. So yeah, we're just dominating them. Free and easy match. So yeah, next boss will spawn for a while, so we just farm here. Yeah. And also because I mentioned this. Hey, we do grab tower. But because I mentioned this in the start, we got a pretty good patch today. Or balance change today. It wasn't huge, but they addressed the problems with the 2 best heroes in the game from Season 3, Kefla and Bardock. Kefla got a huge nerf, and Bardock is just not as good as he once was, so I'm really happy with that. So I believe what I do here, or at some point, is I think boss spawns soon, or something. I still don't know the timing for the bosses. I don't think a boss spawns, but what happens is... No, boss does spawn, okay. So their team gets occupied with Oob and Gohan up there. You can see there's stacking on top of them. So because Cloudy Cloak is just one of the best divine draws in the game, I'm just able to do this. I just go into their tower. They can't see me on it. I just max burst. And I grab the tower. That seems pretty balanced. So yeah, it just gives us a free tower. And then I just go in for boss. And we do secure it, I believe. But like I said earlier, Vegeta's boss secure is puny. It sucks. Like, he is not a secure character outside of his ultimate, and that's not even really that good. So we do clinch the boss there. It's like, it is insane without that, but we do get Vegeta there, and then we just wrap up this match by pushing the tower. I don't know what that Gohan is doing, just chilling up there, I guess. But yeah, I do eat that God Goku's ultimate. You know, very strong ultimate, I must admit. But yeah, we're just continuously pushing them back. They just can't do anything. Like, the match is over. This match is over. Let me just get the final tower. Then we get the Dragon Ball, and Yeah, I mean, yeah, this guy's pretty good. So yeah, that's the first match. Quite impressive. From God Vegeta there. Good stuff. And I do MVP. I do MVP that match. So yeah, that's the first match. Let's jump into the second. Alright, so final match of the video here. This is just like a bomb match, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about it, but you know. So my thoughts on Super Saiyan God Vegeta. I think he's really good. I think this guy's a really, really strong character, and I think this is the shakeup the meta needed. And I think if we just get characters like him that are just really good but also balanced, like this game's gonna be in a good spot. So I have high hopes. I also have high hopes for Kid Buu for whenever the hell it releases. I think in like 20 days or something. So yeah. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, you know, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Expect more videos on this guy, because I do really enjoy him. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Let's do this, Kakarot. Sorry, Vegeta, but I'm not gonna lose to you. It's over! That's the spirit. Only getting I'm not done yet. Stop it right here. I'm feeling it. Come back when you're healed. Son,
I'll go down low.
do something with this. Shall we? Over here. Take this. It starts now.
Delightful! Now, if you're
Far from done.
Now, if it were me out there.
fight with your own style. Leverage your own strengths.
Over here.
Come at me from any direction.
No matter who I face, I won't.
As expected. How about some of this? Looking good.
Don't underestimate me. Howard, shall we? Let's roll. You're in the way. Take this. Just you wait. I'll give you the beating of your life.
I'll be your opponent.
Get lost. What's wrong? I don't intend to lose, no matter who stands before me.
We're gonna win, of course.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Amazing! Your teammate just landed a max Gekishin burst!
Shall we?
Let's
Get off! Don't toy with me! Now! Take this! I alone am more than enough. Only getting warmed up.
Nice job! You broke through the god of destruction!
You're in the way!
I'll go down low.
But a weak one.
I shall not abide any foul play.
Shall we?
A powerful foe has appeared!
Get lost! Alright, let's get this over with. I'm going full force!
Nice job! You broke through the god of destruction!
Don't toy with you! I'm feeling it now! Get lost! Out of my way! Only getting warm! It's time to go see! I'm not done yet! Come on! Over here!
I'm on the edge of my seat!
Look how hard they're fighting.
You're in the way! Take this! You're in the way! Delightful! Damn it! Vegeta of all people! It's pointless. You
There
can't...
it is! Your teammate's max Gekishin burst!
Get lost! I can throw some nice flowers here! You're in the way! Shall we? Take that! Let's throw some nice silence here! How about this? Get lost! I can throw some nice...
Nice job! You broke through the god of destruction!
I'll go down low.
Who will be the first to stand before me? Face me! Over here! At your limit already?
So hungry.
Can you
I'll go down low.
I'm not done yet! Don't get cocky! Right here! I'm feeling it now!
You did it! You broke through all their gods of destruction!
This battle... Seems there was never anything to worry about.
Good work. I'm going beyond my limits. Stronger than ever.